Hello and welcome. Nu Skin's vision is to pay its distributor force more money than any other direct sales company. And it has been doing so well in the last 34 years. And today, Nu Skin is upgrading its compensation plan to the most innovative velocity. This velocity has three parts: share, build, and lead. For sharing, Nu Skin is allowing a brand new distributor to make hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars right away. And the next part is build. This allows a dedicated distributor who are building their network, who are building their system to make up to 40% of their circle group. This is incredible. And the lead portion allows leaders in Nu Skin who have big teams, who are dedicated to building an organization and training and leading them. Velocity allows them to make more money than ever. This is the most exciting time in Nu Skin's history. So let's go into share. Sharing allows a brand new distributor who joins today or yesterday to start making money right away. So imagine when you have a distributor sign up and tomorrow he sees money in the bank. How exciting is that, right? So sharing bonus. This is the money on every product. There is a sharing bonus. When you share with somebody and they signed up and they buy a product, you get a sharing bonus. And the amount of the sharing bonus depends on what product it is. So for example, let's say you signed up today as a distributor. And then right away, you signed up somebody else as a customer or a distributor. Let's say you signed up another person as a distributor or a customer. And that person buys a product, any product. But let's say in this case, AP24 whitening toothpaste. This is our most amazing whitening solution. They buy the product for wholesale price at $10. Okay. Nu Skin will pay you $1.25 sharing bonus right away. So you'll get the money tonight. And the person who signed up directly on it, they can be a customer, they can be a distributor. And as a customer, if they're a retail customer, you get the $10 retail profit. If they're a preferred customer or a distributor, you get the $1.25 sharing bonus. Now, that's if you're a distributor. Let's say you start working, you become an executive. And you sign up somebody directly under you, exactly like before, as a level 1 customer or distributor. And they buy an AP24, you get the sharing bonus. Okay, so whether you're a distributor or you're an executive, you signed up somebody under you directly, you get the sharing bonus. It changes if you're an executive and you signed up somebody and they become an executive. When they buy the AP24, they get the sharing bonus. Okay, you don't, because they're now an executive. So let's say you're an executive and you buy something, you get the sharing bonus. Okay, clear? Awesome. This allows, and of course, this is AP24. But let's say you're sharing with somebody and they start buying the Lumi Spa, the Facial Spa, the ageLOC Youth and Vitality combo, the T-Green. The sharing bonuses will start to grow. And that's when you can make a lot of money. Okay, next part is the build. Build is super exciting. It allows an executive to make 5 to 40% of your circle group's commission. Never before. Remember back in the old compensation plan, the maximum amount of money you can make in your circle group as an executive is 20%. 20%. And that's when you have to have humongous GSV. Now, with Build, you're able to make 5 to 40% of commission in your circle group. But the first requirement is you have to become an executive to take full advantage of the build part of velocity. And to become an executive, the requirement for velocity is to have 6,000 points, and you now have 6 months to do it. So let's say You have 1,000 points each month consecutively for 6 months. On month 7, you are an executive. But remember that on that first month, you need to have that 1,000 points. Okay, if it's 800, if it's 900, it doesn't count yet. It has to be at least 1,000. So, but you don't have to take 6 months. Let's say you have 1,000 points on the first month, and then 2,000 on the second month, 3,000 on the third month, you become an executive on the fourth month. Or let's say you have 3,000 on the first month and 3,000 on the second month, the third month you're executive. Or you can fast track to 6,000 points GSV. GSV is group sales volume. This is the volume from you, from your customers, and from all the customers and all the distributors under your distributors. Okay, it's not just you, it's your whole group. 6,000 in the first month, then you become executive on the second month. Even better, if you get 6,000 points on the first week, then you become an executive on the second week. Okay, so now Nu Skin is going fast. And as an executive, you're going to make 5% to 40% of your whole circle group. So here's an example. Nu Skin is now paying by blocks. Each block is 500 GSV. Okay, so when you have your first and second block, you get 5%. So when you get your first 500 points, you get 5%, and it's being paid weekly. So let's say this is the 1st through the 7th of the month. You get 500 points. You get paid on the 14th, the week after. Okay. So with sharing, remember sharing, you get paid daily. Building, you're getting paid weekly, and lead, you get paid monthly. So for the first and second block, you get 5%. The third block, which is from 1,000 to 1,500, that 500 points, you get 10%. Block number 4, you get 15%. The fifth block, you get 20%. You see how it grows? And the sixth block, you're getting 25%. Remember, in the previous compensation plan, the maximum amount that you'll make is 20%. After block 5, which is 2,500 points. And right now, after block 5, you're already getting 25%. So you can see that the potential is huge. After 2,500 points, you're already making 25%. And then block 7 is 30%. And block 8 to 15, 35%. And for block 16 and above, you're getting 40%. Never before. So you can see how much money you'll be making now when you're working hard and you're striving and you're building a big volume in your GSV, your circle group. And remember, one more thing. If you're getting, let's say, 3,800 points, then you get paid 7 blocks, right? And then 35 to 38, that extra 300 points, they're not lost. It gets moved to the end of the month, so you'll be paid the week after. Okay, and it's gonna be paid at the next block percentage. So if you get 3,800 points, 3,500 of those points will be already paid, the previous 7 blocks, and that extra 300 points gets moved to the end of the month, and you'll be paid at 35% of that. So you don't lose any points. It just moves to the end of the month. Here's how much money you're making. So if you have 1 block, you get 5%, which is $25. 2 blocks, you get that 5% for the second block also, you get $25. The third block, you get 10%, which is $50. Your fourth block, you're getting 15%, which is $75. And every extra 500 points that you keep on putting in, you're getting an extra amount of money. You see that? Until the 7th block, you get 30%, which is $150. From 8 to 15, you're getting 35%, which is $175 each block. And from block 16 forward, every 500 points you put in for that month, you're getting 40%, which is $200. $200 for every 500 points put in. So let's say at the end of the month already, you're at 8,000 points. People sometimes are like, oh, I have enough already. I don't have to push anymore. But guess what? If you're working harder at the end of the month, if you keep on pushing, not even at the end of the month, but at the beginning of the month, after you have 3,000 points, 4,000 points, 8,000 points, if you keep on working, your efforts are now being paid more. Your efforts are now being paid more. That means people, and you should, put more efforts in so that we can make more and more money. 40%, oh my God, 40%. So you can see, you will start seeing in June of 2018, you will start seeing people with amazingly high GSV, circle group. You're gonna start seeing 15,000 GSV, 20,000 GSV. We've already seen that, 30,000 GSV, 50,000 GSV. Imagine how much those people are making, okay? And again, money, GSV in excess of the blocks will be moved to the end of the month. Now, where do the points come from? You as an executive, you will sign up some people as distributors. And those distributors will sign up other people as distributors, right? And you and them, you will all sign up other people as customers. So in this example, of course, you're gonna buy some products to use for yourself and your family. And your distributors, they're gonna buy some products to use for themselves and their families. And your customers will buy some products. And your distributors' customers will buy some products. Together, all these people added together are your GSV. These are your points. In this example, you're seeing 500 points for each person. It doesn't have to be 500. Some people will buy 700. Some people will buy 200. Some people will buy 50. Some people will buy 1,000, right? So it doesn't matter how much, but the points come from all your distributors and all your customers in your circle group, okay? Now let's get to lead. Well, review back. For the build portion, okay, this adds up to 5,000 points. For the build portion, like I said, you will start seeing people with high GSV, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 GSV in the upcoming months. This will change lives. So imagine somebody who's working, making $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 a month right now. When they work with Velocity and they're building their business and they get 15,000 GSV a month and they keep that up, being consistent every month, they're making more than $5,000 a month. Making more than $5,000 a month by maintaining 15,000 GSV, guess what? They can go full time, right? And build their business even more. Now they're gonna, but now the difference is instead of working for somebody else, they're working for themselves. They have the flexibility in the schedule. They get to do whatever they want, right? There's no control of their time. So now they're making more than $5,000 a month and they're having that time. So this is what freedom means to a lot of people. So for the next coming months, you're gonna see a lot of people with high volume. Now for the lead part. Nu Skin has been paying leaders incredibly well. Nu Skin's leaders, more than 1,600 people worldwide has made more than $1 million with Nu Skin. And Nu Skin has leaders who stick, leaders who stay with the company forever because Nu Skin pays its leaders very well. Nu Skin is being very fair to those who build the organization and very fair to those who work hard, who are dedicated, who are committed to Nu Skin. And that's why for the last 34 years, Nu Skin has incredible leaders. And now with Velocity, Nu Skin is paying its leaders even more than ever. So when you become an executive, like before, when you sign up other people and when you help them become executive, you get to upgrade your level, right? You move up the ladder. So when you have one executive under you, their requirement is to maintain 2,000 GSV. But of course, right nowadays, people will not maintain 2,000 GSV. They will keep on adding their GSV. They will keep on working harder so that they can make more money, as you can see with Velocity with the build portion. So when you have one executive directly under you, you are gold executive. When you have two executives under you, you are now lapis. When you have three, you are a lapis. When you have four executives under you directly, you are ruby. Now, this is the change with velocity. When you have four direct executives and one of them from them down has 10,000 GSV, you become an emerald. Cool. When you have five direct executives and of these five, one of them from them down has 10,000 GSV and the second one has 20,000 GSV, then you become a diamond. You see that? In the past, to become a diamond, you need 8 direct executives. Now you need 5. And of those 5, you need one who has 10,000 GSV and the second one who has 20,000 GSV. This 10,000 GSV doesn't have to be from that particular executive. It can be their downlines and their downlines and their downlines, right? And to become a blue diamond, you need 6 direct executives with one of them having 10,000 GSV, another one 20,000, and the third one 30,000 GSV, and you become a blue diamond. So remember, in the past, to become a blue diamond, you need 12 direct executives. And guys, Nu Skin is upgrading this lead portion so that it can create healthy behaviors. So in order to become blue diamonds now, you have to start working with your people to grow them into having 10,000 GSV and to help them and their organizations have 20,000 GSV and 30,000 GSV for you to become blue diamond. In the past, you just need 12 direct executives. And a lot of times to take care of 12 direct people, guys, it's tough, okay? But now you need to work with 6 people and drive down the line so that they have a healthy organization, meaning they start to make money, they have higher volume, then you become emerald, diamond, blue diamond. And to become team elite, you have still 6 direct legs, and one of them having 10,000, another 20,000, the third one 30,000, and the fourth one 40,000. And now you're team elite, okay? And when you become team elite, you have, when you're blue diamond, you have an account called the Blue Diamond Business Builder account. It's called the BB account. And when you become team elite, you get a team elite BB account, TEBB account. That means for after you become blue diamond, you can start putting your 7th leg into this BB account, and that BB account will pay more. Okay, and when you become team elite, you get this TEBB account, and when you put new executives into those accounts, you start to make more money. I'll show you an example in a little bit. Okay, so here's an example. Okay, so when you are a gold executive, you have one executive under you. You make 5% of this circle group. So when you're an executive, you have a circle group of your own, and you're making amounts of money depending on the build portion of velocity. So higher volume means higher pay, 5 to 40% of your commission in your circle group. And when you have one direct executive, you're making 5% of their circle group, okay? When you're having 2 or 3 executives, meaning you're a lapis, you're gonna make 5% of their 2 levels, meaning if they have executives also, you're now going down to the 2nd generation. So you're getting paid 5% of the 1st generation and the 2nd generation. And when you have 4 people, now you're a ruby executive, you're making 5% for 3 generations. Because when you're ruby, of course, your organization will have grown deep. And when they are growing deep, they have the 1st generation, 2nd generation, 3rd generation, 4th generation, 5th generation, etc. And you get paid 5% on the 3 generations, okay? That's why you have to work harder to become an emerald. When you're an emerald, you get paid 5% of 4 generations. And remember, an emerald means having 4 direct executive legs and one of them having 10,000 or more. And when you are a diamond, meaning you have 5 direct executive legs with one of them having 10,000 GSV and the second one having 20,000 GSV, then you're getting paid 5% of 5 generations. And as a blue diamond, you're getting paid 5% of 6 generations. So imagine, guys, there's no company out there who's paying 5% 6 generations deep. You may see companies paying 10% on your first generation, and then 7% on the second generation, maybe 4% on the third generation, 2% on the fourth generation, and down to the fifth and sixth level, they may be paying 0.5%. But you know, as you build an organization, more people will be on the bottom, meaning more people will be on your generation, 5th generation, 6th generation, 7th generation. But when you're paying so little on the bottom, then you don't make that much money. Nu Skin pays 5%, 6th generation. That's why our leaders stick. That's why our leaders stay with Nu Skin forever, because of this 6 generations, 5%. And when you're team elite, you get paid 6 levels. But what happens is after you become a blue diamond, you get a BB account. And when you put people into this BB account, your new distributors, let's say your 7th leg, and you start building them, you get 10%. Okay? 10%. And then 10% for 5 levels, and then 5 generations, and then 5% on the 6th generation. But this will encourage people who are leaders in Nu Skin to keep on building, to keep on helping new distributors, building their business, and they're gonna make double the income. Isn't that incredible? And when you become a team elite, you get a TE BB account, a business builder account for team elites. And when you have new executives in there, you're not making 5% 6th generation. You're not even making 10%. You're making 15%. So 15% for the top 4 generations, and then 10% on the 5th and 5% on the 6th generation. This will help. This is phenomenal. Now you have 6 people, 6 legs to get you to team elite, and on the 7th leg and forward, oh my goodness, you can be making 15%. So you can see that a lot of Nu Skin's leaders will keep on working. And like my leader said, the past 6-7 years has been just practice, right? And we have such an amazing team already. But now the real work starts. Now it's that focusing on that 15%, well, we'll get leaders to a lot of money. So that's why Nu Skin has incredible leaders. Now it's paying a lot of money to new people, new distributors who joined today through the share bonus. And it's paying executives an amazing amount of money through the build bonus. And the lead bonus will keep its leaders growing and creating wealth. And remember, to earn this 5% 6 levels, you need to have 6 blocks is required. So remember, 6 blocks is 3,000 GSV, right? To earn this 5% of all these breakaways, you need 6 blocks. And let's talk about fast speed. Nu Skin is going at fast speed. Nu Skin is upgrading to velocity with the purpose to grow fast, to becoming the #1 direct sales company. So for example, let's say you're an executive and you sign up somebody, L1, right? You sign up a distributor. And within that first week, they get 6,000 points. They run, they push, they get 6,000 points, GSV. They become executive right away. Meaning on the second week, they can start making money as an executive. And you become a gold executive on the second week. No need to wait. So on the second week, that new distributor is already starting to make money as an executive. And for you, you already have 6,000 points, right? Because that person becoming executives means you get 6,000 points also. Now, 6,000 points is 12 blocks, right? For every 500 points you start adding to your circle group, you get 35% or 40%. Because when you're on your 13th, 14th, 15th block, you get 35%. And 16th block forward, you get 40%. So, but now you already have 6,000 points, which is 12 blocks in your circle group. So every additional 500 points, you add in, you're getting 35%. So you will not stop. That executive is motivated. She's got 6,000 points. She's gonna keep on pushing, so she can get higher volume, because every 500 points she gets, she's getting 35 to 40%. Okay, and she will also get 10% of G1. This is if you get, okay, this is a little bit complicated. If you have one executive direct, or even 2-3 executives, and you have 6 blocks, Nu Skin will pay you either 5% of your 1 generation or 2 generation, however generations you, if you are Lapis, you get to earn commission override on 2 generations. So Nu Skin will pay you 5% on 2 generations, or 10% of that first generation, whichever one is more. And in this case, you have 1 executive, meaning you're gold, right? And Nu Skin will pay you 5% of the amount of generations you're able to override, or 10% of that first generation. Since you only have 1 executive, guess what? You'll get that 10%. So you earn 10% of that G1. So because now you have that person who last week became executive, now as a new executive, they can start making money right away as an executive, right? So if that person earned an extra 4,000 points, they're gonna get 8 blocks paid as an executive. If they're getting 8,000 points, of course they are motivated to keep on working, because now they're getting paid as an executive. So when they get 8,000 points additional on the second week, they're getting paid as an executive with 16 blocks. And at 8,000 points, they're already making 40%. Any additional after 8,000 points, maybe on week 3, they will start making 40%. So they're motivated, they're making money, they keep on pushing, right? And you also will be moving faster, because every 500 points you get, guess what? You're getting up to 40%, already 35 or 40%. So now this is fast speed. This is what Nu Skin is talking about when we're moving fast. And at this rate, people who are coming in, who are motivated, they come in, they get high volumes right away. They start to make money as an executive, and their uplines, you as their sponsor, make more money as an executive. And that's why people will keep on moving fast. So now let's say, here's an example of a monthly commission of a blue diamond. Okay, as a blue diamond, you will sponsor 6 generations direct, right? And then 6 direct executives. And let's say each executive has 3,000 GSV. So when on your first generation, you get 18,000 GSV from 6 executives multiplied by 3,000 GSV each. You get 18,000 GSV, and you get 5% of that, which is $900. Okay. On your second generation, let's say these 6 executives, each person sponsor and help 2 people become executive. Now you're getting 12 executives on your second generation, and that equates to 36,000 GSV, which is $1,800 in commission that month. On the third generation, you double again to 24 executives, which equates to $3,600 in commission. On the fourth generation, each person on the third generation has 2 executives. Now you're getting 48, which equates to 7,200. And then on the 5th generation, 96, which equates to 14,000. 6th generation, 192 executives, equates to 28,000. You add all this up, and it's 56,700. Okay. This example assumes that each circle group has 3,000 GSV. So track back with the build portion. Now you're going to start seeing GSVs in the 5,000, 10,000, 15, 20, 30,000, right? So your GSV average is most likely going to go up. And in this example, 6 executives, each person multiplying by 2, meaning each person will sponsor and help 2 people become executives. In the real world, some executives will have 6 executives. Some executives will have 1. Some executives will not have any executives. But this is average. And let's say If we follow this duplication plan, that's $56,700 in commission per month. $56,000 per month. You can see why leaders stick with Nu Skin, right? And you can see that making a lot of money in Nu Skin is for leaders. So now if you are building a business, you are new, you are making $500, $700, or $1,000 with the share. You know, with the sharing bonus, you can make a couple $1,000s a month. But if you are wanting to make more money, you do the build portion. The build, you can make up to 40%. So imagine if you have 15,000 in GSV, you're making more than $5,000 already. And to make a lot of money and retire and have to build wealth, you become a leader and you build the lead portion of Velocity to where you can have an organization of many executives, each executive with 3,000, 5,000, 7,000 GSV, and you get 5% of 6 generations. That's where the real money is in Nu Skin. So when you want to make some money, you do the sharing part. When you make a lot of money, you do the build part. And when you make wealth and retire, you do the lead part, okay? And of course, in the BB account, you get paid double. And in the TEBB account, you get paid triple. So thank you very much for joining us, and good luck and have fun in building Velocity. Thank you and have a great one.